you a songwriter? Are you looking to turn your songwriting passion into a full-time gig? Whether you are just at the start of your songwriting journey or a seasoned industry professional, this show is made for you. Welcome to The Songwriter Show, bringing together songwriting news, interviews, and community. Now, welcome your host, Sarantos.
Welcome back to The Songwriter Show, everyone. I'm your humble host, Sarantos, a solo music artist and songwriter who's always believed in the power of words to change the world. Here on The Songwriter Show on reality radio every single Tuesday evening, I love bringing you behind the scenes with some of today's most inspiring songwriters, and I love giving you a glimpse into the stories that shape their songs. Tonight, I'm so happy to have on the show Staci Suennen. She was born and raised in a small town in Wisconsin, and she's got this innate love for making music. She started playing the piano and writing her own songs around age 5. As soon as she could write letters, of course, she was writing songs. For a time, she kept those songs to herself, but recently she embarked on a journey of sharing her original music.
And now, welcome this week's special guest.
Welcome to the show, Staci. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for being on the Songwriter Show tonight.
Yes, I'm honored that you decided to have me on your show.
No worries. We heard a little bit about your story and when you started playing. Is piano your main instrument?
Yes, piano is my primary instrument, and I also play the flute. I was a high school band director for a short time, so I can also play, trumpet, trombone, and some of those other band instruments.
Cool. Okay. Is your family musical at all?
Not my immediate family. My mom and dad are not musical, but my grandma on my dad's side, she was a piano teacher. And so she was the one who initially got me into music. And my brother is also a drummer, and he is the drummer on my EP.
Very cool. So was grandma your first teacher?
Yes, grandma was my first teacher. She was in her 80s already by the time that she started to attempt teaching me piano, but she did teach me what she could.
And tell us a little bit about your favorite musicians or groups.
I've always been a Taylor Swift lover, so I can remember having her very first CD when it came out. I also, as a kid, was very into Shania Twain.
Tell us a little bit about your fondest musical memory growing up, other than what you might have already shared with us.
My fondest musical memory. That's a tough one. I would have to say probably those early lessons with my grandma. She lived a few hours away from me, and she would come up to visit once in a while. So it was kind of a special occasion when she would come see us. And she would just, sit down with me at the piano and give me all this attention and teaching me how to play. And her lessons were quite long. So as a 5-year-old, I tried to keep my attention on the lesson. But I definitely remember that fondly.
Tell us a little bit about your songwriting process. How do you get started?
So I almost always start my songs with the lyrics. I have a notebook that I'll write those down in, and then I'll think of a melody that'll usually come along with the words. Like as I'm writing them down, a melody will pop into my head. And then I'll sit down at the piano and add some chords into it. And then at the end, I'll decide the structure, like, which parts are going to be the verse, the chorus, the tag, the bridge, etc.
Have you ever been in any competitions or anything like that?
Competitions. I haven't been in any music-related competitions. I have won an essay contest when I was in middle school. I had to write an essay about why it's important to vote. And then I won 4 tickets to a Packer game. And being from Wisconsin, that was kind of a big deal.
All right, so let's not veer off the interview. I'm a Bears fan, so we don't want to all of a sudden have this acrimonious relationship on the show.
No. We're not going to get into that.
Yeah, but anyway, no, I love Wisconsin, and I'm not just saying that because of the cheese. I think I love Wisconsin. Yeah, I mean, I've had people go to Madison. I think it's a great school. I love going to Wisconsin. I've been there many times. So
yeah, wonderful. And I lived in the Chicagoland area for a little while too. I've lived in Palos Heights and Glendale Heights. So I don't know if you're familiar with those areas at all, but
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So what advice would you give someone in your shoes that's just getting started?
For someone in my shoes, I would say try to find other musicians that you can work with, because for me, I've learned so much just by sitting down and playing my original songs with other musicians as well as cover songs with them. And in this day and age, you think, I can just Google anything. I can just find a YouTube video. You can, but I think that interacting with actual humans and doing music with them is really what's going to help you get to the next level.
My songwriter coach kind of described it this way. Instead of me making the same mistakes for 10 years and figuring it out. Like someone can kind of help you self-correct or get literally like save you years of heartache, by teaching you something worthwhile.
Yeah, definitely. And they provide so much encouragement to keep you going when you otherwise might have given up.
Yeah, when you're like banging your head against the wall and saying, nobody listen, I had two streams, yeah.
Exactly, yep.
How do you balance music with other obligations like relationships, school, jobs?
That is a very good question. So I would say for myself, I have to keep my priorities in mind. So I'm married and I have multiple children. So for me, that is always going to come first. Thankfully, my husband is very supportive and he makes sure that I always get time for my music, for practicing it and for playing gigs. But I always do a reevaluation. I'd say like about every week. I look at, what's coming up, what gigs do I have, what practices, and then what obligations do I have in my personal life. And sometimes I make adjustments. And sometimes, unfortunately, that means like canceling things or rescheduling just so that I can make sure that, of course, I'm there for my family.
Yeah, I think it's very important.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us about the song we're going to hear. What inspired this one?
So this song is called When the Dust Settles, and I wrote this song last summer when I was driving down the road that I grew up on. And the road I grew up on was gravel. And so when you would drive down it when I was a kid, the dust would just fly behind you, especially if it was like a hot summer day. The dust would just fly everywhere. And so driving back down this road as an adult, I noticed the dust is flying everywhere, and it kind of reminded me, oh yeah, this road is really dusty in the summer. And the song that I wrote is sort of builds a metaphor around that dusty road and tells the story of my father leaving. So unfortunately, a sad story, but one that I'm sure many people can relate to. And writing this song helped me work through the emotions of dealing with that childhood event that I feel like I've finally moved past by writing the song.
Very special. Okay, I'll tell you what, let's take a listen and then we'll come back and talk, okay?
All right, thanks.
So everybody check this out. Here we go.
How
So thank you for sharing that song with us tonight.
Yes, I'm honored that you and so many others get to hear it.
So is there like a typical mistake that you see young women making in this industry when they're trying to pursue a career like this?
A mistake that young women make, I think a big one is just lacking confidence because, your first time up on the stage, you're going to feel uncomfortable. You're going to feel like everyone's looking at you. And that's kind of the point. They're there to look at you. And that can be very intimidating. So I think I would just say if you're new to this, trying to build your confidence is really the most important thing.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. And the truth is you'll get to a point where I don't want to say you get like me, but you get to a point after many years where you're just kind of like, it is what it is. Take it or leave it. I am authentically unique. And if you think I'm an idiot, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But you get more comfortable in your skin. It's weird because I thought I was 13 years ago when I started this, but it really does get better. It really does.
Yeah, well, that's good to hear because it's definitely a journey.
Do you think men and women get the same opportunities in music and the same pay, or do you think there's still a discrepancy?
I think there's definitely a discrepancy. I think in all, any type of job you have, whether that's a musician or anything else, men tend to have the upper hand and they may not even realize that. But as a woman, I think I've seen that, and I've had various other professions as well where I've seen that men just, they do have a privilege over women.
Yeah. If you could re-record any song in the history of music, which one would it be and why?
If I could re-record any song, I really like the song Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield. So I would pick that one. It's a great song.
Okay, is there a reason why?
That song is just really meaningful to me. So I would like to make a version of it that's all my own and add my own emotion into it.
If you could put together a dream team, right? Just a super group. So it's you and I and who else? Pick 2 or 3 more people.
Like famous people?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Someone worthy enough to play with us.
Someone worthy enough to play with us. What instruments do you play?
So, it's mostly singing, songwriting, but piano is probably my big thing, but I could do guitar, I could do some drums. So, I could sit there and just do a tambourine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're nice and versatile. I like that. So I would pick, you and I could both sing. I could play the piano. We could get Lizzo on flute. And then we could get Ringo Starr. Is he the drummer?
I'm okay with that. I love Ringo.
All right, there we go. Let's go with that.
Anything else? How about bass? I feel like we need a bass person too.
Bass. I would
and
just
guitar.
pick
I think let's make it a super group. Why not?
I would just pick my bassist, Elaine Meyer, because she is super talented and she's been playing for decades. And some of the bass drums she does are just amazing. So she could be our bassist. And then guitar player. I don't know. You pick the guitar player.
There's so many. Okay. All right. What genre of music should we play?
How about pop?
Pop. Okay. All right. You can't go wrong with pop, right?
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about what you got going on for the fans this year. Anything fun? Anything that they should look forward to?
Well, I do have an EP release party coming up. So that's going to be on June 2nd, which is the day that my EP is going to be made available digitally. And I'm also going to have CDs available to sell at that event. Unfortunately, though, the location where I'm having it has a limited capacity. So that's going to be by invitation only. But I'm really excited that I'm going to have some, fans there to be able to be the first ones to listen to my EP and buy it. And then I also have about a dozen shows coming up this summer, spring and summer, where I will be playing live at different local venues where people can come out and hear my music. And once again, I'll have my EP there ready for them to buy.
Tell us a book that you loved that everyone else seemed to hate, didn't like it.
Okay. This is a crazy one, but Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. I read that in high school for a book report. And it was like such a haunting book, but it really had an impact on me and helped me think about, I don't know, just the way that we go into the future and trying to keep ourselves human and connected to one another as we progress into the future.
Progress into the future, okay.
That's right.
Do you have any hidden talents or anything that nobody would really think just by talking to you or looking at you that you would do?
Yeah, I do have kind of an old lady hobby, which is that I like to sew. I started sewing when I was a kid, and so I like to make kids' clothes, and then I also make clothing for myself sometimes.
Tell us about the weirdest merch idea you've ever had.
Okay, so being that I sew, I was thinking I could make like, what are they called? Bags. There's a word for it. I don't know, just like a bag you carry things in. I was thinking about making them and then putting my logo on them, but then it takes me like 2 to 3 hours to make one of them. So I was like, if I make like 50 of those, that's like 100 hours of labor. So that's kind of insane. So how about I probably shouldn't do that.
Tell us where people can buy your stuff, stream it, before we let you go.
So you can buy and or stream my music on all digital streaming platforms, all the major ones, Apple Music, Spotify, Pandora, effective June 2nd of 2026.
Last question, and you're going to love this one. If you could be any animal in the world, what animal would you be and why?
I could be any animal in the world. I think I would probably be an elephant, just because it would be cool to be like super large and dominant over the other animals. That would be fun.
You just want to step on people.
Yep, that would be fun.
All right. So we don't leave it on that note. One more question. What was the last gift you gave someone?
Last gift I gave someone. What is the last gift I gave someone? My brain is failing me.
Your kids and your husband right now are like, oh my God, what a terrible mom or wife, honestly, right? Just make something up, pretend.
They know that I'm not a great gift giver. So I made my youngest daughter a pair of shorts for summer. So that was something I gifted her.
Okay. All right, cool. All right. I want to thank you so much for being on the show tonight.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I really enjoyed it.
You're welcome. And tell the fans out there, once again, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you for tuning in. We know you're busy. We know that your time is precious. And we want to thank you for sharing a little bit of it with us this Tuesday evening. To all the listeners out there, I hope this episode has inspired you. Please explore your own stories through music or art or whatever your heart desires. My name is Sarantos. Thank you for joining me. Have a great night.
Night echoes rise under shifting skies. This city's beat runs hot and wild, where restless dreams refuse to scream. These streets don't wait, they pull you in. Each heartbeat pounds through every street. Chicago, you're built tough. It bleeds but never breaks. In our blood is the fire it makes. Here you can be yourself. Why would anybody wanna live anywhere else? Yeah, we're born, made to survive. Like a restless tide. Each loss taught us what each step costs. We made it through, we're Chicago tough. We learned to love and what we're made of. Now our kids run joins the city song. It bleeds but never breaks. In our blood is the fire it makes. Here you can be yourself. Why would anybody wanna live anywhere else? Yeah, we're born bold, made to survive. Our legends unfold in the cold. Yeah, we burn bright, never back down. We own the night. Oh, we rise, we fall through the thunder. We still stand tall, yeah, born for the fight. It's all we know, brave to the bone. We won't lay low. We're ready to go. We'll never let go. Chicago. We are Chicago, the heart of everything. We are Chicago, we can do anything. Yeah, we're born bold, made to survive. Our legends unfold in the cold. Yeah, we burn bright, never back down. We own the night. Oh, we rise, we fall through the thunder. We still stand tall, yeah, born for the fight. It's all we know, brave to the bone. We won't lay low. We're ready to go. We'll never let go. Chicago from day one. Chicago from day one. Yeah, the city's ours, made us strong. Chicago from day one. It's where our heart belongs.
Thank you for listening to The Songwriter Show. To keep the momentum going, head over to www.songwritershow.com and join our free music community of artists, songwriters, and producers. That's www.songwritershow.com.